Hey guys, this is Wade with StreamingFree.tv. Listen, the number one question I get is how do I make money with my online radio station? How do you make money in it? And I tell people it's basically based off your investment, it'll determine what your return is, okay? For example, for like one of the online radio pro plans where you're paying anywhere between $9 to $99 a month. With those opportunities that you have there, you can basically reach out to people that are podcasting right now and let them know about, especially if you have one of the plans that have distribution, let them know for a nominal fee, let's say $50 a month. You can take their MP3s that they're already doing by doing podcasts, and they can have a time slot on your station that airs live around the world and all these different outlets. So if you have distribution, one of those plans with distribution, you really can benefit from selling airtime to podcasters. Now people say, well, how do I know who's podcasting? There's an online catalog that you can go to that pulls up everybody that's podcasting. It's called iTunes. No, it's called SoundCloud. There's so many places you can go to. So you can go to iTunes, you can go to SoundCloud, anywhere that people can upload MP3s. That's where podcasters are. And if you go there, there's usually contact information for them. You can find the contact information for them and reach out to them and say, hey, listen, for $50 a month, you can have the 12 o'clock Wednesdays on my station. And just to let you know, we have our own mobile app in Google Play because you have the plan that has that. We also have distribution. So what that means is when people listen at 12 o'clock on my station, they'll hear you in their smart cars, they'll hear you in the smart TVs and Xboxes and Rokus on TuneIn. They'll hear you in Android devices, Windows devices, Apple devices, BlackBerry devices, Amazon devices. You get what I'm saying. So when you tell people all these places that they can be in for that one fee, it's a no-brainer. Especially if you have your fee where it's like you're not charging $300, $400, $500 to be able to, send over an MP3. Keep it easy. Keep it easy. You can go out there and charge $300 for airtime on a plan you're paying $58 to $99 for. And if you charge $300 for someone to send in their MP3, and you have someone else that has the same exact plan that's charging $50 for the same exact exposure, who do you think they're signing up with? Who would you sign up with? So you have to think like that when you're putting together your marketing, putting together your plan, your business plan. Don't always go out there trying to, get the most money all at once. At $50, if you have 10 people took advantage of that, 10 podcasters that took advantage of $50, that's $500 on your $58 or $99 plan that you're bringing in every single month. So you're profiting between $400 to $450 every single month off your online radio pro plan. That's just selling to a person that podcasts, selling airtime. You sold 10 hours at $50 and you're making between $400 to $450 every single month just by charging $50 a month because you have your own station, you have distribution, you have your own Google Play mobile app. That's just one way. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, for those who are ordering the radio PCs, you guys actually have an advantage that people that have the Online Radio Pro don't have. You have the ability to go live. So what that means is not only can you make airtime off selling space or make money off selling airtime like the Online Radio Pro people can. They're selling airtime to podcasters that's going to send the MP3s over to upload to your online server, but you can go live. So what that means is if the people don't have the ability to create their own MP3s and send it over, you have the equipment. You can say, hey, you can actually come, I can come to you, and you can come to us, and we can actually do your show live in person. And now you can charge $100 a month for that because you're producing the shows live. That's $25 a week for the person that's paying for it. But you're producing a show live for $100 a month, and your monthly payment is only $99 a month for your hosting. You do that 10 times, and you commit 10 times to people saying, I'll sell airtime and I'll come out and you can come to our studio and do your show for $100 a month. That's $1,000. You're profiting $900 off of your radio PC every single month. Profit. For most of the clients that actually do that, they've made their money back by month 2 already. For those who purchased the equipment, your radio PC, they made their money back already in the second month because by month number 2, you have profited Not made, you have profited $1,800. You've made $2,000 in 2 months off that same exact formula. Go out and find the people that are podcasting and have them come to your studio or your station to do that show for $100 a month, because you're offering the same thing. You're offering them distribution. You're offering they're going to be heard in all these different places, but they can be heard live. That's one way. Now, for those who got the Studio in the Box, you guys are even better than those. Let me phrase it. I don't want to say it. You guys have more opportunities than those who have the Online Radio Pro or those who have the Radio PC, because you have your own studio, full-fledged studio with furniture and equipment and all that. So you can charge premium, because not only do you have the ability for them to broadcast live, but now they're coming into a space that now they can look like, they're doing it big. Because when people come in the studio, what they do, they pull out their cell phones, they Snapchatting, Facebook Living, Periscoping, all these cool things they doing. So if you got the look in your studio, you can charge premium price of $250 a month for someone to come in and have a radio show in your studio. And now, because you can handle up to 4 guests, now that person that's doing $250 can say, you know what, I got 3 friends that want to do a radio show with me. So now they can take that $250 and split it. So now they have 4 people in studio at the same time doing radio shows. So now that $250 is nothing to sell easily, because you have space for 4 people to be on air at one time. Now, let's just be real about it. Sometimes you got to take yourself out of the owner and look at it as a customer. As a customer, if I wanted to do a radio show and I'm coming into your studio and everything's like the lights on the tables glowing and the TV monitors going, everything looks like official, if I'm coming in there and you're telling me that for only $250 a month, and that's less than $75 a week, I can have my own radio show where I can broadcast live and use this studio, and everybody can hear me around the world with all the different outlets. Because with the Studio in the Box, you guys have the Apple app, you have the Amazon app, you have the BlackBerry app, you have the Android app. Plus, people can still hear them in Roku's and TuneIn, in Exia Live, Shoutcast, Xboxes, PlayStations, in the Android Autos, in the Apple Autos. They can hear it in smart TVs. So there's so many places that they'll be heard. So for $250 a month, you're saying I can come into the studio, and so now what you're going to do, you're going to think, if I can afford $250 a month, I'll do it by myself. But I can actually bring up to 3 additional friends. So all this time we've been talking about, people, how we are. People talk about it before they actually do it. So you're talking about someone that's going to pay $250 a month to come in your studio. They can bring friends, and they can say each friend can pay $75 a week to be on the show. So for you as an owner, $250 a month is nothing. It's nothing, because for people that's coming in, you have space for 4 people, and you can tell them that. When you're marketing this, for $250 a month, you can come into our studio and broadcast live. Market that to that one individual. So because we have up to 4 spaces in the studio that can be on the air at one time, what you can actually do, I'm telling you what to say to the person here. What you can actually do is you can actually go out and get 3 other friends that can come on board with you, and you guys can split the cost. It's less like $65 a week. So that's about each person paying $65 and $65, $70, and that covers the studio time for a month. Do you not think that they won't go out and find 3 additional people that's willing to pay $65 to $70 to have their own live radio station? Think about that. Now, if you have the Studio in the Box with the cameras, like the package that includes the cameras and everything, then you can go up to about $400. You can add extra $100 to $200 just for that feature. So now at $250 they can broadcast live. At $350 to $400. Now you're talking about now they can broadcast live with cameras. Now that person's I'm telling you how to pitch this. That same exact person that was willing to pay $65, 4 people paying $65, that they all go up to $100 now. Not only can they broadcast live audio, but they can broadcast live video so people can see them. Think about this. So you people that have the Studio in the Box can make same amount, let's say 10 people. You get 10 people to do this. At $250 a month, at 10 people, that's $2,500 every single month. This is easy to do. If they're using the live video system, that's between $3,500 to $4,000 a month that you can generate just having a Studio in the Box. So in most cases, clients that basically purchase that product will make their money back by month 3. Because with that particular formula, if you're making anywhere between $2,500, if you're just on radio, to $4,000 a month, by month number 3, you have made between $7,500 to $12,000 in 3 months with that particular formula. So it all depends on what your investment is will determine how much money you can make. If you start off with the Online Radio Pro, you can make several $100s a month. If you're starting out with a Studio in the Box, you can make several $1,000s a month. But based off your investment will determine your return. Understand? So that's just one way to make money with your online radio station. We haven't even talked about advertisers. Technically, it's easier for the Studio in the Box client to make money off advertisers than the person that's doing Online Radio Pro. Just being honest with you. Because the Studio in the Box has a presentation the advertisers love, where they can actually have a person buy advertising spot and they can actually create the commercial for them in-house. So there's so many different ways that you can make money with your online radio station. Studio in the Box, you can also make money off selling, renting out your studio where they're not going to broadcast live on your station, but they like your equipment. So they may want to come in and do podcasts. You can charge $100 to $200 per hour for that. So there's so many ways of making money in online radio stations. We're just talking about one aspect of 5 of how you can make money in online radio stations with Online Radio Pro, with the radio PCs, and with the Studio in the Box. So yeah, that's just one aspect. All right. So I hope I answered your question. I know it was a long video, but I want to make sure you guys understand how to make money in that arena, because the people are making money. I'm telling you, people are making, and I'm not just speaking hypothetical. I know people, there are clients of ours that are making money. We've made money in radio before we started this thing with Online Radio Pro, and we're basically showing you exactly how we did it. And that's why we know it works. We're not just coming up and saying, well, we think it might. No, we know it works because we did it before we actually offered it to the public. And because whenever we feel like something works for us, we want to open it up and let everybody be a part of it, because it can be a solid solution for a lot of people that are looking to make additional revenue, or even just come off their full-time job and do this full-time. I have clients that are actually doing this full-time, and they're making more money doing the online radio station. Now, understand what I'm saying here now. These people they're not doing the $58 a month plan. These people are doing the Studio in the Boxes, and they're coming off their full-time jobs because they have the ability to generate a minimum of $2,500 to $4,000 a month, just working 10 hours a week. So those are real numbers. All right. You guys have any questions, comments, comment below, and I'll try to answer it. But yeah, that's the products. OnlineRadioPro.com, streaming free radio broadcast PC. That's RadioBroadcastPC.com, and streamingfree.tv Studio in the Box. I can't speak on other products. I'm speaking specifically on those 3 products, and that's how you make money with those 3. If you're asking me about other products that are out there that's not part of the company we have, I just can't comment on, because certain things that we do in our company can guarantee the opportunities to make that type of money because of all the different things that we do within your station that we give you that other companies don't. So again, thanks for watching. This is Wade with StreamingFree.tv and Online Radio Pro, talking about how to make money in radio. Thanks for watching, guys. You have a good day.